Welcome to the General Chemistry 1 class. This section is on matter and its properties, focusing on the particulate nature of matter. Let's begin. In this lesson, we will recognize that substances are made up of smaller particles. Matter is any material, be it living or non-living, those we see or those we just feel, that has mass and occupies space. It is made up of tiny, indivisible building blocks called atoms. Atoms are so tiny that they cannot be seen by our naked eye. In fact, the size of each atom can be expressed in angstrom, which is 1 over 10 raised to the power of 10 of a meter. Images of atoms can be viewed with the use of special instrument called scanning tunneling microscope or STM. This instrument can be also used to measure atomic sizes. So far, there are 118 different types of atoms reported. Some are naturally occurring in our universe, while some are artificially prepared. Each type of atom possesses unique properties. For distinction, each atom has a designed name and symbol. Names and symbols of selected atoms are shown on the left. The details will be discussed later. Every substance has its own number and types of atom present, making it unique from one another in terms of properties. For instance, there exists one atom substance referring to as monoatomic substances. Helium, for example, a gas used in filling balloons, is monoatomic. It is important to note that when two or more atoms combine, they form a molecule. Water, diatomic oxygen, carbon dioxide, ammonia, and hydrogen fluoride are some examples of molecules. How atoms combine to form molecules will be discussed in another lesson. It is important to note that every molecule has its own properties. There are also substances that are diatomic by nature. There are some diatomic substances made of only one type of atom. Some are with two different atom types. Oxygen gas, for example, is made up of two oxygen atoms. On the other hand, hydrogen fluoride gas is composed of one hydrogen and one fluorine atoms. Some substances are made up of three, or even more, atoms of different types. These atoms can be linked to one another in different ways and orientations. Examples are water with two hydrogen and one oxygen atoms. Another, carbon dioxide with one carbon and two oxygen atoms. And ammonia with one nitrogen and three hydrogen atoms. You must take note that changing the order by which atoms are arranged in a substance results in the formation of a new substance. For example, there are two ways by which one hydrogen, one carbon, and one nitrogen can be arranged. One is in the order of HNC, while on the other hand is in the order of HCN. These two substances differ in certain properties. Atoms and molecules are neutral, which means they do not bear net positive nor negative charges. On the other hand, atoms or groups of atoms with one net positive or negative charge are called ions. If the net charge of an ion is positive, the ion is referred to as cation. If the charge is negative, the ion is called an anion. In the given examples above, sodium and ammonium ions are cations, while fluoride and peroxides are anions. We will learn how ions bear charges later in another lesson. To summarize, matter is made up of tiny, indivisible particles called atoms. Atoms combine to form molecules. Atoms or group of atoms that bear net positive or negative charge are called ions.